Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. In this one, I am going to be sharing my spring sewing plans inspired by my Pinterest board. I have been curating my dream spring wardrobe using Pinterest, saving loads and loads of pictures. There's a lot on there, to be honest with you. I think I've got about 100 looks. So I've had to narrow it down to 8, which I've matched fabrics and patterns to. So I've got the perfect sew the look, sew the trend type inspiration for you. I am planning on sewing all of these items. I'm not sure if I'll get every single one done, but I'm really on a roll with my sewing at the moment. Spring is one of my favorite seasons to sew for. I'm feeling really inspired. Before we get stuck in, there is a little bit of a theme with the fabrics. If you can't tell, my favorite color is pink, and there's a lot of pink on this table right now. I have tried to mix it up, but I'm a pink girl through and through. Spring is the season for pink, so there's definitely a recurring theme in this. I also love dresses, so there's quite a few dresses on this list, but hopefully there should be something on there that gets you inspired for spring sewing yourself. So when I started planning my spring wardrobe, I realized there was a massive gap in my wardrobe for tops, really pretty everyday tops that I can pair with skirts, trousers, things like that. Always notice that when I want to wear a top and trousers, I don't have anything, which I'm not being dramatic, I literally don't. So that was the key thing on this list, is I wanted to get some tops in my wardrobe. And I picked up this really, really beautiful yellow broderie anglaise at the Stitch Festival. It is the most stunning color. I normally really struggle with yellows, but since going back to my natural dark hair color, I think I can just about get away with this one. I've got 2 meters of it, and I've had this top by Alice and Olivia saved. It's called a peasant blouse. It's got kind of like a ruffle around the collar, and then it dips down at the front. It's quite loose and billowy, and then it's got these big billowy sleeves. Now this fabric has some really beautiful scalloped edges on it, which haven't been cut away, but I can do that. So I was thinking this would be perfect for recreating that particular blouse, because I can have the scallops around the hem, around the edge of the sleeves, and even try and get them around the neckline as well. I have a pattern in mind that is a perfect match for recreating this blouse. It's M8042. It's an oldie but a goldie by McCall's, and I've only got a PDF copy of it, not paper, but it should be relatively easy to put together, I'm hoping. But it's perfect. It's got those big billowy sleeves. It has the ruffle around the neckline that fastens with a tie, so you can tie it up as well if you want. And it's got that loose fit as well that I'm looking for in that blouse. I think it would just be absolutely perfect in this fabric. I have got 2 meters of this though, so I'm thinking of adding a couple of extra ruffles on this to really go all out and add even more scallop details, but we'll see how we get on with the original and go from there. I'm gonna let my creativity run wild with this project. Okay, so the second project on this list is my first pink project, and it is also a pattern I've made before. I love Know Me 2016. You may have seen my leopard print version that I made last autumn. This is a best-selling Big 4 pattern for a reason. I love it. I also made a tartan version at Christmas, and now I'm going to make a floral version for spring. On Pinterest, I kept seeing these really beautiful, big, puffy dresses with loads of gathers and layers in these really beautiful, delicate floral prints paired with big black bows at the front. I just loved how that looked, and I like the idea of having a bit of black with the pink floral as well, because it means that you can still pair these dresses with a leather boot into the spring, because here in the UK we get April showers hard, we get a lot of rain, so the boots stay out until quite late into the season. And I also love the way a delicate dress looks with a chunky boot, so that really inspired me to start thinking about this mate. I knew Know Me 2016 was going to be perfect for this because it's got the big puff sleeves that I'm looking for, it's got the big gathered skirt as well, the deep pockets. I absolutely love this pattern. I couldn't rave about it enough. The fabric that I've chosen is this really, really beautiful cotton poplin from Oh So Crafty. This is exactly what I had in mind when I was thinking of this project, and cotton poplins work really, really well with Know Me 2016 because you need a fabric with a bit of structure to hold those gorgeous big puff sleeves. This fabric was such a bargain as well. It was £5.95 a metre. The quality is amazing and the print and colour is just so, so pretty. If you're not a fan of pink yourself, they do have this fabric in loads of different colourways. I think there was blue, burgundy, green, lots of different ones. So if you like this fabric but you want it to be a little bit less girly, don't worry, you've got options. I'm actually already underway with this project, but I've run out of fabric, so I'm waiting for that to arrive, and then you'll be seeing this on my channel very, very soon. These days I don't really shop ready to wear, but I love going into the shops and taking inspiration from what's on the mannequins, and I've been seeing a lot of these very fitted, tailored vests that almost look like a bit of a waistcoat. They were definitely trending last summer as well, but it was a different kind of style. It was a little bit more laid back with V necklines and shorter lengths. But I've noticed that this year they seem to be a lot more chic. They've got these higher necklines, like I said, a lot more tailored and a bit longer as well. And I was scrolling Pinterest the other day and I found this beautiful, beautiful gingham version by the designer Simkai. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering that, but I don't know how to pronounce it. But anyway, loved this vest, way out of my budget, but I think I've got the perfect pattern to recreate it. This is a new one from Simplicity and it is exactly the silhouette I was looking for. It has got princess seams, it's more tailored, it's got the higher neckline, it's got the pockets at the front. It is so elegant, so chic. I am desperate to make this pattern. I cannot wait. And I also happen to have this really beautiful beige cotton fabric in my stash already. I've had this for years. It was from Hey So Sister and it's got this kind of biscuity, warm, beigey check on a white background. The best thing about this fabric is it's a thicker cotton, so it's going to be perfect for creating one of those vests, but it's also a lovely breathable fabric going into the spring and summer as well. When I was at the Stitch Festival last weekend, I was on the hunt for some polka dot linen to recreate this whole look because it gives Pretty Woman vibes. It's so gorgeous, and I think in summer that would be amazing. I would wear that so much, and I like the idea of having those as separates. But could I find the fabric that I was looking for? No, I couldn't. I've looked online. The only places that seem to have exactly what I'm looking for are shops in Australia, and the shipping to the UK is hefty. So help a girl out. If you see a polka dot linen, big polka dots, in a brown or a beige with brown spots, please let me know. I'd even go for a pink, but I just really, really want to make this outfit happen. In the meantime though, while I'm hunting for that fabric, I'm going to be making this gingham version. I think that's going to be absolutely gorgeous for spring. Whenever I'm looking for sewing inspiration, I always turn to a few brands, and Rixo is one of them. I love everything they make. They combine really girly silhouettes with big prints and things like that. And there is a dress on their website at the moment. It's just white, it's dreamy, it's beautiful, it's perfect for spring, but it has an adorable collar, buttons down the front, and all of these dreamy details. I really, really want to recreate it. It's definitely going to be quite a timely project because there's a lot of lace inserts, there's pleats, there's all sorts going on with this dress. But I have found the perfect pattern to recreate it. It's this one here, but I'm actually planning on using this top and lengthening it into a dress. I think that would be absolutely perfect. It has a very similar collar, it's got an elasticated waist, and it's got buttons at the front as well. Because it's elasticated, it's going to be so comfy to wear every day as well. And the sleeves are so, so cute. Fabric wise, I wanted to use something in my stash, but I didn't have anything that was perfect. However, I have a dress that I made last year in a bit of a rush before we went off to Italy. You may have seen it in one of my previous vlogs. I love this dress, but it just does not fit me at all. And I don't think this particular fabric works with this dress. So it's this one here. I think this is M8252. It's a particular pattern because it's got this pleating at the bodice. It requires quite a structured fabric, and this is light, it's floaty, it just doesn't work. So what I want to do is take the skirt off of this and the sleeves and everything apart and try and use as much of this dress to recreate the Rixo dress. I got this fabric from Lamazi last year and they still have it in stock. It's this really, really beautiful embroidered cotton fabric. But like I said, it's light, it's floaty, it's not working for this pattern. But the skirt length is perfect. It's also got a ruffle on the bottom, so I won't even have to do anything to the skirt. I just need to make the bodice from that top. So I'm hoping this will be quite an easy project to do, apart from all the details and things like that. But I'm probably not going to do as many lace inserts as the inspiration picture. I'd definitely like to add lace around the collar and maybe on the edge of the sleeves. We'll see how lazy I'm feeling when it comes to that project. So the next Pinterest look I want to recreate is this beautiful, beautiful embroidered shirt. It is just a plain white shirt with floral embroidery and it is gorgeous. I have this really, really beautiful embroidered fabric that I've had for ages. I actually made a dress out of this years ago, but that dress doesn't really fit me anymore. And I bought an extra piece at one of the sewing shows a couple of years later. So I'm going to use this piece and the original dress to make that shirt, I think. I was going to ask you, do you think I should just use this fabric, or do you think I should just make a plain white shirt and embroider it? I'm really torn because this is gorgeous and it would save me a lot of time, but it's obviously a lot more embroidered than the inspiration picture. And this is also a linen as well, so it will have a slightly different look to it. It won't be quite as structured as the inspiration picture. It is so beautiful though, and I really want to sew it. So let me know what you think and what you think I should do for this project. But I've got a pattern in mind. This is a new one from Simplicity. This is S3101 and it's just a classic shirt with a twist. It's got these really beautiful 3D floral appliques on it. And when I was thinking about this project and I saw this pattern, I wondered whether I could go to town with it and also add some 3D florals. These are detachable, so if I change my mind at a later date, I can just take them off and stick to the classic shirt. But I just think this will be so much fun. Making it like that will take it a little bit further away from the original inspiration, but I just think this will be such a fun and creative project. Even without the 3D florals though, this is the perfect base for the pattern that I need. It is a classic shirt, it's not too oversized, it's gorgeous. So that is the next project. I just need your help deciding what to do about the fabric. Another pink floral dress, groundbreaking. Another brand that I love and that I'm always looking at for sewing inspiration is Nobody's Child. They are kind of like a higher price point for high street shopping, and one that they've got at the moment is this beautiful fitted dress with gathers at the bust. It's got a gathered skirt, but it's got this really sweet ruffle around the neckline, buttons down the front and puff sleeves. It's so cute. I need one, and I was thinking of making one in this beautiful cotton lawn that I picked up at the Stitch Festival last weekend. I think that could be really, really cute. As much as I love the green and yellow inspiration, these are my colours, pink has my heart, and this fabric will work perfectly. It's such a lovely lightweight cotton, so I can wear that dress all the way into the summer as well. It was actually quite a task to find an exact pattern match for this. I did lots of looking around and the closest I could find in my stash was this one here. This is M7974. It's another oldie but goldie from McCall's. I haven't actually ever made this pattern, even though it's such a fan favourite, so I thought it was about time. This has got a few matching details to the inspiration picture. So it's got the cinched in waist, it's got the gathers at the bust, it's got the gathered skirt, it's got the puff sleeve, but obviously it's got a different shaped neckline. However, I don't suit a round neckline. I look much better in a V-neck or a square neck, so I would be wanting to change that anyway. So I think this would be much, much better suited to me personally, and it's going to get a very, very close look to the inspiration picture, I think. I actually cut out this pattern last night, so you're going to be seeing this one very, very soon because I want to make it right away. Okay, so next up is a pattern project I've actually shared probably multiple times before, but I've been an absolute baby about making this because I love the fabric so much and I'm scared to ruin it. Chanel style tweed jackets are just a classic, aren't they? I'm always saving them on Pinterest. I always see them on Instagram. I love the way that they're styled. So I thought it was about time that I made my own. And I've got a fabric, I've got a pattern, and I had this plan years ago and I still haven't done it, but this is going to be the year where I make it happen. So this is my beautiful pink wool tweed. It is sensational. This is from Lullabies. It's got this gorgeous gold lurex running through it. It's got loads of texture. The weight of it is amazing. And it's pink, so obviously I was gonna love it. But the issue with this fabric is they don't actually sell this exact one anymore. So when I was thinking about doing this project, I was so worried that I was going to ruin it. And that's what's kind of put me off. I need to stop making excuses though and actually get it made because I have the perfect pattern for this project. This is McCall's M8370. You would have seen this before. I've shared it a couple of times and it's such a gorgeous classic Chanel style jacket. It has a princess seam bodice and it also has multiple cup sizes. So I'm really excited about this because I think it's gonna have like the perfect fit. It's gonna be really good if I can get it right. It's going to require a lot of toiles though, because I'm definitely not going to be cutting into this until I'm fully ready. So that is project number 7. Please offer me some encouragement and advice if you've ever made a jacket like this, because this fabric looks like it's going to be an absolute nightmare to work with. And last but certainly not least, I'm sorry I have no fabric or pattern to show you for this project because the fabric is in the post and the pattern is fully self-drafted. You may have seen that a few years ago I made a pink sheared high neck dress with puff sleeves and a tiered skirt. It's one of my favourite dresses of all time, but to be honest with you, the inside is a mess. So I made a tutorial for that, but I don't particularly share it because I would do things very differently if I was to do it again. However, even though that dress is a mess, I seem to reach for it on every single special occasion I can think of. I love it. So I thought it was about time that I redid that tutorial and made that dress again. I came across this really beautiful gingham sheared dress on Whistles, which is a very similar silhouette. And I loved the green gingham. I thought that was a great idea. So I was hunting for fabrics and I came across this beautiful check seersucker from Minerva. It's got loads of different shades of green. Because it's seersucker, it's a little bit more textured as well, but seersucker fabrics are really nice to shear and to sew in general. So I thought it would be perfect for this project. I ordered that fabric at the weekend, so I'm hoping it will arrive very soon so I can get that particular project underway. So last time I made this, I actually lined it with a jersey, which meant I didn't have to have any fastenings around the neck. It actually made the bodice of the dress kind of sit away from my body, and the lining is constantly trying to roll up. It just looks really messy inside. It's not the best finish. So this time I'm thinking I'm going to bind the neckline similar to the Whistles one and do this a bit differently. Do a keyhole in the back maybe. I've got some plans. So I'm gonna make that tutorial happen again. I'm gonna do it properly this time and hopefully we'll get a much better finish than when I did it first time round. So that is my final project on the list and one that I cannot wait to get underway. I hope the postman is quick because I'm ready for it. So those are all my spring sewing plans, but I also wanted to share with you something a little bit more summery because I have been sent the most gorgeous PR package from Lamazi Fabrics. Brand new to their website is their Makers Club. This is a monthly sewing treat that you can order whenever you like. There's no subscription, there's no obligation to subscribe either. You can pick and choose and you get a surprise fabric come in the post. There are 2 tiers for this. There is the Inspire level, which I've ordered, which is just your fabric, your notions, and a couple of surprise haberdashery bits as well. And there's also the luxury kit as well, where you get a more luxurious fabric and you get a pattern included. All of the orders come in this really gorgeous reusable tote bag as well. I love that idea. Shall we have a look at what I got? So the March fabric was a viscose, which is what I've got here. The April fabric is going to be a jersey. Oh my gosh. So it comes wrapped up in this little package. Sorry, I've pulled it apart. And you get a little envelope with all of your extra bits. There's a little card with information about the fabric as well. And then of course, you've got your beautiful fabric. So this is a Lamazi exclusive viscose and it's amazing. Look at these colors and this print. This is so, so fun. I am off to Glastonbury Festival this summer and I'm thinking this will make the most amazing festival outfit. It's this dreamy, soft, lightweight viscose, but look at the colors. So this is giving like sunset vibes. This would also be so, so great for a holiday if you've got any holidays coming up. So that's the fabric. Let's have a look at what's in the little envelope because I haven't actually opened that yet. Ooh, oh, this is so cute. So we've got some little tea bags. Anyone who knows me knows I love a cup of tea, so they will be used. And then we've got matching thread for our fabric. And there's also a little sewing tool. This is so cute. This is a Generates seam guide. Oh, I was looking at these at the Stitch Festival. How cute is that? That's such a lovely idea, and I don't actually have one of these, so that's so, so handy. I love that. So yeah, lots of really lovely treats included, but I love that this isn't a subscription service, so you can pick and choose, and they do tell you what type of fabric you're going to be getting in advance. I'll be honest with you, I did get a sneaky peek of this fabric before they sent it to me, so I kind of knew what was coming, but it's better in the flesh. It is amazing. I love all these colors. And the team at Lamazi also very, very kindly gifted me the same fabric in the other colorway. So this is more like bluey green. It is amazing. I always struggle with blue tones, but because it's so rich and warm, I can get away with this. And I'm thinking for this particular one, I want to do trousers with a matching shirt. I think that would be so, so fun for summer. This is exquisite. I'll pop all the information for the Makers Club down below, so make sure to check that out if you're interested. And let me know which one of these is your favorite. I really can't choose. I'm normally a pink girl, as we know, but actually I feel like this one might be my favorite. But they're both absolutely beautiful. What a treat. So a few ideas for those fabrics, but if you have any other ideas, please pop them down in the comment section. Let me know what you would make with those amazing fabrics. These are also available to order on their website as well, so I'll pop links if you just want to pick up the fabrics yourself. So those are all the fabrics, plans, patterns that I have to share with you today. I really, really hope this left you feeling inspired for some spring sewing. And if there are any projects on this list that you'd like to see sew-alongs for, or you'd like to see in a bit more detail, pop a comment below and I will get those filmed. But thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, please do subscribe. I would love to have you back. And if you're a regular subscriber, please do like and comment if you'd like to. I read every single comment and I really, really appreciate all the support. And that is the best way that you can support my channel for free. That's all from me today. I will see you in next week's video. Thanks again for watching and have a great week. Happy sewing. Bye.